Beloved child of light, you did not arrive here by accident. In fact, the very moment you clicked on this video, a series of divine alignments had already been set into motion. The truth is, there are no coincidences in the realm of spirit. You have been drawn here because a message, urgent and filled with heavenly light, is being delivered to you today. And it comes from none other than Archangel Gabriel, the herald of divine truth and the messenger of love's purest call. You may feel it deep within your chest right now, that subtle, almost electric sense that something is changing in your life. Perhaps you have been sensing a stirring in your spirit, an unexplainable pull toward something, or someone. Your heart may have been longing for a connection that goes far beyond physical attraction or fleeting romance, something sacred, eternal, and divinely appointed. Archangel Gabriel comes to you now with a message that carries both comfort and urgency. Your soulmate may be far closer than you think. This is not just wishful thinking or a pleasant idea. Heaven has been orchestrating connections since before time began, and right now, your spiritual coordinates are shifting. Pathways are opening. People are moving. Events are aligning. And all of this is happening so that, at the precise moment, your life intersects with the one whose soul has been written into the fabric of your destiny. But before this meeting can unfold, there are things you must understand, and things you must do. Gabriel whispers, prepare your heart. Remove the blinders of doubt. The time is nearer than you realize. Some of you have already been sensing unusual signs. Maybe you've been waking at the same hour each night. Maybe you've been encountering repeating numbers, 111, 222, 717, as if the universe itself were leaving you love notes. Or perhaps you've had dreams where a familiar stranger's face appears, someone you cannot quite place, yet feels achingly known to your soul. These are not random. They are signals, divine breadcrumbs left along your path to guide you toward the one whose presence will shift the entire rhythm of your existence. And yet, there's more. The meeting of soulmates is not merely about finding love, it is about fulfilling a sacred mission together. Your union is meant to ripple light into the world, to awaken something deeper within you both, and to set you on a course toward higher purpose. Stay with me until the end of this message, because what Archangel Gabriel has to reveal today will not only prepare you for what's coming, it will also awaken your spirit to recognize your soulmate the moment your eyes meet. Part 1: The Spiritual Mechanics of Soulmates. Before we dive into the details of how close your soulmate truly is, we need to understand what a soulmate actually is, and what it is not. Many people imagine soulmates as simply romantic partners, a perfect love story written in the stars, someone who will complete them and sweep them off their feet. While the romantic connection is often part of the picture, Archangel Gabriel wants you to see far deeper into this divine truth. A soulmate is not just a lover, they are a mirror to your soul, a partner in spiritual growth, a catalyst for your highest destiny. This is someone whose spirit has been linked to yours long before your birth, someone whose soul contract with you was signed in the heavenly realms before you entered this earthly life. The pre-earth agreement. Gabriel reveals that before your soul took its first breath in this world, there was a conversation in the divine halls of light. In that sacred space, you and your soulmate, perhaps surrounded by angels and guides, agreed to meet at a certain point in your life. You agreed to help each other grow, heal, and fulfill a mission that could only be accomplished together. The timing of this meeting was set, but it was also flexible, based on the readiness of your hearts and the lessons you would each need to learn first. This is why some people meet their soulmate early in life, while others only cross paths much later. The meeting is less about the ticking of the clock, and more about the opening of the soul. The energy signature. Archangel Gabriel describes every soul as having an energy signature, much like a song that only they can sing. When your soulmate comes near, your own soul recognizes that vibration. You may not know their name, their past, or their story, but your spirit will know, this is them. It's as if a part of you has been sleeping all your life, and suddenly wakes the moment you encounter them. The world feels sharper, colors seem more vivid, and time seems to slow down. How heaven aligns soulmates. It may seem impossible to meet the right person in such a vast world, and yet heaven has been in the business of aligning souls since the beginning of time. Gabriel explains that there are three main ways heaven orchestrates soulmate encounters. 1. Divine timing, a precise moment in your life when both you and your soulmate are spiritually ready. 2. Divine placement, subtle movements that place you in the right location at the right time, a job change, a sudden trip, a new friendship that connects you. 3. Divine prompting, little nudges in your heart to go somewhere, speak to someone, or try something new, even if it makes no logical sense at the time. Why you haven't met yet? If your soulmate is close, why have you not met them already? Gabriel's answer is clear. The heart must be ready to hold the love it is destined for. Many people desire their soulmate, but deep inside they still carry wounds from the past, fears of abandonment, or doubts about their own worthiness. These inner blockages act like walls, making it difficult for the soul connection to land and flourish. That's why, before the meeting, heaven often allows a period of preparation, a season where you are invited to heal, to release, and to rise into the highest version of yourself. The purpose of the connection. While soulmate love feels beautiful, it is not meant to be only about comfort and romance. Soulmate connections often trigger growth, challenge, and transformation. This is because your soulmate is divinely positioned to mirror your strengths and your wounds, push you toward your higher calling, stand beside you in your life mission, help you experience love in its most unconditional form. Gabriel says, this union is a light for the world. When you come together, heaven rejoices, not only for your joy, but for the healing you will carry into the lives of others. By understanding this, you start to see that finding your soulmate is not a race, it's a spiritual unfolding. And the more you align with love, truth, and divine guidance, the more quickly the paths between you will open. Part 2: The Role of Divine Intervention. Archangel Gabriel wants you to understand that soulmate connections are not ordinary encounters, they are divinely engineered. And when the appointed time draws near, the entire spiritual realm begins to move on your behalf. You may not see it, but right now there could be angels shifting circumstances, aligning paths, and opening doors you didn't even know existed. Heaven's invisible hands. Gabriel describes the process like a great tapestry being woven. From your earthly perspective, you may only see random threads, but from heaven's view, the design is intricate and intentional. Sometimes, the angels rearrange your life in ways that feel uncomfortable. Friendships may fade, jobs may end, or you may feel called to leave a familiar place. These changes aren't punishments, they're preparations. You see, if your soulmate is meant to enter your life in a way that fulfills your divine purpose, then the space around you must be ready to receive them. Any person, habit, or situation that blocks this union will be gently, or sometimes suddenly, removed. The 3 stages of divine intervention. Gabriel outlines a 3-stage process that heaven often follows when your soulmate is close. 1. Separation for alignment, removing you from situations and relationships that are not aligned with your soul's highest path. 2. Preparation for reception, healing your heart, refining your vision, and deepening your connection with the divine. 3. Orchestration of the encounter, bringing you and your soulmate into the same space at the right moment, often in ways that seem like coincidences, but are actually divine appointments. How to recognize heaven's movement. Gabriel says there are signs when divine intervention is active in your love life. A sudden changes in your life. Things that felt stable may shift quickly, pushing you into new environments. A heightened intuition. You feel drawn to certain places, activities, or even online spaces without knowing why. A recurring symbols or numbers. Seeing angel numbers like 1111, 222, or 717 can be a sign of soulmate energy drawing near. An unexplainable restlessness, a feeling that something big is about to happen, even if your logical mind can't explain it. The angels at work. Gabriel explains that soulmate unions often require multiple angels working together, what he calls a celestial team. A guardian angels, protect you and guide you toward divine opportunities. A messenger angels, send signs, dreams, and nudges to help you take the right steps. A ministering angels, heal your heart and spirit so you can love without fear. It's like heaven assigns a project manager to your soulmate connection, and their one mission is to make sure you and your destined partner meet at the perfect time. Why timing matters. One of the biggest questions people have is, if my soulmate exists, why can't I meet them right now? Gabriel's answer is firm yet gentle, because you must meet in the season of readiness, not the season of longing. Longing alone cannot sustain a divine union. The two of you must be aligned, emotionally, spiritually, and in your life paths, so that when you meet, you can truly build the life you were meant to share. When the meeting is near. If you've been sensing changes lately, shifts in your relationships, work, or even your daily routines, Gabriel wants you to know these could be signs that your meeting is drawing close. In some cases, your soulmate might already be in your life without you realizing it. Heaven sometimes allows a period of friendship or acquaintance before revealing the full depth of the connection, so that trust and authenticity can grow naturally. And when the moment comes, you'll know. Not because of fireworks or dramatic music, but because your soul will feel like it has finally come home. Part 3. The inner preparation for your soulmate. Archangel Gabriel reminds us that divine love requires divine readiness. Meeting your soulmate is not simply about being in the right place at the right time. It's about being in the right state of heart and spirit so that the connection can flourish. Too often, people pray for their soulmate while still carrying wounds from past relationships, fears from childhood, or habits that create emotional walls. Heaven's timing is not just about preparing circumstances, it's about preparing you. Healing the heart. Before your soulmate arrives, Gabriel encourages you to invite healing into your heart. This healing often happens in layers. 1. Releasing past hurts. Let go of resentment toward those who have hurt you. Forgiveness is not about excusing their actions, it's about freeing yourself from the chains of bitterness. 2. Letting go of comparison. Your journey is unique. Comparing your love story to others only distracts you from the divine plan written for you. 3. Restoring trust. If betrayal has hardened your heart, allow heaven to show you that love can be safe again. Gabriel says that angels are eager to help you heal, but they cannot force you. You must open your heart willingly and consistently. Strengthening self-love. A common misunderstanding is that your soulmate will complete you. In truth, they are meant to complement you. If you enter the connection expecting your partner to fill every emotional gap, you risk creating an imbalance that can suffocate the relationship. Gabriel advises practicing self-love now, before you meet your soulmate. A speak kindly to yourself. A take care of your body with rest, nourishment, and movement. A pursue hobbies and passions that make your soul feel alive. Affirm your worth every single day. This is not selfishness. This is preparation. A heart filled with self-love can give and receive love without fear. Raising your frequency. Soulmate connections are vibrational matches. Gabriel explains that when your frequency rises, you naturally attract people who share that same vibrational energy. Ways to raise your frequency include spending time in prayer or meditation daily, practicing gratitude, even for small blessings, surrounding yourself with uplifting people and environments, engaging with beauty, in art, music, nature, or service to others. When your frequency is high, your soulmate will feel naturally drawn to you, sometimes without even understanding why. Receiving the vision. Gabriel says that heaven often gives subtle visions or impressions about your future soulmate before you meet them. This could come in dreams, moments of prayer, or even in fleeting thoughts. Rather than trying to force the details, Gabriel suggests keeping a soul journal, where you write down any impressions, feelings, or symbols that come to you. Over time, you may notice a pattern forming, a breadcrumb trail from heaven. Breaking fear's hold. Fear is one of the greatest blockers of divine love. Fear of rejection, fear of vulnerability, fear of repeating old mistakes, all of these can cause you to push away the very blessing you've been praying for. Gabriel encourages you to affirm daily, I am safe to love, and I am safe to be loved. Love is not a battlefield in heaven's design, it's a sanctuary. When you see love as a safe place, you allow yourself to fully experience it without sabotage. The power of surrender. Finally, Gabriel emphasizes the importance of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up on love, it means releasing your need to control how and when it happens. When you surrender, you trust that heaven knows the right time and way to bring your soulmate into your life. This trust creates peace in the waiting and clarity in the receiving. Part 4. Signs that your soulmate is near. Archangel Gabriel says that heaven does not usually drop your soulmate into your life without preparing you with signals and confirmations. These signs are not meant to create obsession or impatience, but to reassure you that your prayers are being answered and the connection is moving toward you. 1. Increasing synchronicities. One of the clearest ways heaven signals that your soulmate is close is through synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that feel too precise to be random. You might notice seeing the same numbers repeatedly, such as 1111, 222, or 717. Hearing the same song in multiple, unexpected places, a song that stirs your emotions or reminds you of love. Meeting different people who share your soulmate's name or initials. These are gentle nudges from Gabriel, whispering, "Pay attention, heaven is aligning something important." 2. Vivid and repeating dreams. Gabriel often communicates about soul connections in dreams because your mind is more open and your spirit more receptive during sleep. Dreams of your soulmate may feature a recurring figure whose face you may or may not fully see. Show you scenarios of partnership, protection, or joy. Leave you waking up with an unshakable feeling of recognition. The purpose of these dreams is not to give you every detail, but to awaken your heart to the reality that someone significant is on their way. 3. A shift in your desires. When your soulmate is near, you may find that what you once wanted in relationships begins to evolve. Old patterns of attraction to unhealthy dynamics fade, and you start feeling drawn to qualities that reflect your growth. For example, you no longer feel tempted by relationships that drain your energy. You value kindness and spiritual depth more than appearance or status. You begin to crave peace and stability rather than constant excitement or drama. This is a sign that your soul is aligning with the kind of love heaven is sending. 4. Random pulls towards certain places. Gabriel says that you may begin feeling an unexplainable urge to visit certain places or attend certain events. It could be a coffee shop, a park, a bookstore, or even a gathering that you initially had no intention of going to. These nudges are often heaven's way of positioning you in the right place at the right time, because your soulmate may also be drawn there. 5. Inner peace in the waiting. Strangely enough, many people experience a deep, steady calm shortly before their soulmate arrives. The frantic longing or anxiety fades, replaced by a quiet confidence that love is on its way. This peace is a spiritual sign that you have entered into alignment, the point at which your heart, mind, and spirit are ready to receive. 6. Other people speaking it over you. Sometimes, heaven uses other people to confirm what is coming. You may have friends, mentors, or even strangers mention that they sense love is around the corner for you, without knowing you've been praying for it. Gabriel says these messages are not accidental. They are heaven's way of speaking through others to give you courage to keep believing. 7. The sense of being watched over. As the meeting draws near, you may feel a stronger awareness of angelic presence in your daily life, a warmth in your chest during prayer, a tingling in your hands, or a comforting feeling when you are alone. Gabriel explains that this is because angels are more actively guarding and guiding you during the period leading up to divine encounters. These signs are not to make you anxious or keep you guessing, but to anchor your faith so that you remain patient in the waiting and open in the receiving. Part 5. Spiritual blockages and how to remove them. Archangel Gabriel is clear. Even if your soulmate is destined for you, certain spiritual blockages can delay the meeting or cause you to overlook each other entirely. These blockages are not punishments from heaven. Rather, they are areas in your heart and mind that require healing so that love can truly flourish once it arrives. 1. Lingering wounds from the past. Unhealed pain from past relationships can create invisible walls between you and your soulmate. Betrayals may have left you cautious or suspicious. Heartbreaks may have made you close yourself off to new beginnings. A word spoken in anger or cruelty may still echo in your heart, making you doubt your worth. Gabriel's message is this: you cannot fully embrace the love heaven is sending if your hands are still holding the broken shards of yesterday. How to release it? Write a letter to the people who hurt you, not to send, but to pour out the emotions still trapped inside you. Pray specifically for the strength to forgive, even if you don't feel like it yet. Forgiveness does not excuse their actions, but it frees your spirit from their grip. 2. Self-doubt and low self-worth. If you believe deep down that you are undeserving of healthy, lasting love, you will unconsciously push it away. Gabriel says heaven can send you the right person, but if your heart whispers, "I'm not good enough," you might sabotage the relationship before it truly begins. How to heal it? Speak life over yourself every morning. I am worthy of love. I am ready for love. I am a gift to the one who loves me. Surround yourself with people and environments that affirm your value rather than tear it down. 3. Clinging to the wrong people. Sometimes, your soulmate cannot enter your life because your time, emotions, and spiritual energy are tied up with the wrong person. This doesn't always mean the other person is bad, just that they are not aligned with your divine path. It could be a romantic connection, or it could be a friendship or family tie that drains your energy. Gabriel reminds you, when you release what is not yours, you make room for what is. How to release? Ask God to reveal who in your life is truly for your growth. Create healthy boundaries with those who continually pull you away from peace. 4. Fear of vulnerability. Many people pray for love but subconsciously fear being seen fully, flaws and all. Your soulmate is not looking for perfection, they are looking for authenticity. Gabriel says, the walls you build to protect yourself can also keep out the one who is meant to love you. How to overcome? Practice small acts of openness with trusted people. Share a little more of your heart each day, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. 5. Misalignment with your higher purpose. Sometimes, the delay in meeting your soulmate is because you are not yet living in alignment with the calling on your life. When you begin walking in your purpose, whether in career, ministry, creativity, or service, your soulmate often appears because they are aligned with that same calling. How to align? Spend time asking God to clarify your unique gifts and how you can use them to serve others. Follow the small nudges that bring you peace and joy, they are often breadcrumbs to your purpose. 6. Spiritual disconnection. If your relationship with God and your angels has grown distant, it can be harder to hear divine guidance. Gabriel urges you to keep your spiritual connection strong so you recognize the guidance that leads you to your soulmate. How to reconnect? Set aside even 10 minutes daily for prayer, meditation, or stillness. Keep a journal of the impressions, dreams, and thoughts you receive. Final word from Gabriel in this section. Your soulmate is not just another human relationship. They are a divinely timed connection meant to bless not only your heart but also your purpose in life. Removing these blockages is not about becoming perfect. It is about becoming open, healed, and ready. Part 6. The role of divine timing. Archangel Gabriel is very clear. When it comes to your soulmate, timing is not an accident. Even though we often feel impatient and wonder, why hasn't it happened yet? Heaven sees the full picture and knows the exact moment that will serve both your highest good and your soulmates. 1. The difference between waiting and wasting time. Gabriel explains that waiting is an active process in the spiritual realm. It's not about sitting idle, it's about preparing your heart, strengthening your spirit, and aligning your path. A wasting time is when you spend your energy on distractions that have nothing to do with your calling or your readiness for love. A waiting well means you are growing into the person your soulmate is already praying for. In the divine order, nothing is truly late. Your soulmate's arrival is set to a rhythm only heaven fully understands. 2. How heaven orchestrates timing. Imagine your life as a tapestry. You see only the threads in front of you, today's joys, today's struggles. But from above, God and the angels see the entire design. Sometimes, your soulmate might already be in your city, maybe even in your circle, but certain events must align before your paths cross. A new job assignment that places you in the same location. A mutual friend who will introduce you at the right time. A lesson you must learn before meeting, so you'll recognize and honor them when they arrive. Gabriel says, your steps are being aligned even when it feels like nothing is happening. 3. Delays that protect you. Some delays are actually divine protection. If you met your soulmate before you were ready, or before they were healed, the connection could be damaged before it truly had the chance to blossom. Gabriel reminds you, what is meant for you will not pass you by, but it will come when both of you are prepared to hold it. 4. Recognizing when the time is near. Though no one can pinpoint the exact moment, Gabriel offers signs that divine timing is aligning. You feel a deep peace about your future, even if you're still single. Opportunities and people who are not aligned with your destiny start naturally falling away. You feel prompted to make changes, move, travel, join a new group, and those changes open doors to new connections. You begin to sense that you are different inside, more open, more ready, more accepting of love. 5. What to do while you wait. Gabriel's guidance is to prepare in 3 ways. 1. Spiritually, stay connected in prayer and remain sensitive to divine nudges. 2. Emotionally, continue releasing past pain and building a healthy self-image. 3. Practically, put yourself in environments where new connections can happen. Don't isolate yourself and then expect a miracle at your doorstep. Heaven often works through natural means. Your soulmate may be guided to where you are, but you must also be willing to step into new spaces where you can be found. Underscore 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 underscore. 6. The beauty of divine surprise. When heaven finally releases the moment, it will likely feel sudden, like a door swinging open when you least expect it. And when it happens, you will realize every delay was simply divine preparation. Gabriel says, when the moment comes, you will look back and see that heaven was never silent. We were arranging everything for this meeting. Part 7. How to recognize and respond when your soulmate appears. Archangel Gabriel wants you to understand that meeting your soulmate will feel both familiar and extraordinary. It will not be about fireworks and chaos, it will be about peace, clarity, and a deep inner knowing that feels unshakable. 1. The soul's recognition. When your soulmate steps into your life, something in you will quietly whisper, "I've met you before." It's not necessarily a memory from this lifetime, it's a recognition from the soul. Your spirit knows theirs because you have been connected in ways your mind cannot yet understand. Gabriel explains. Do not confuse drama with destiny. The one who is meant for you will not bring unnecessary confusion. They will bring peace that strengthens you. 2. The signs in the atmosphere. Gabriel says heaven will often send confirmations in your environment when your soulmate is near. Conversations about love or relationships suddenly surround you. Numbers, symbols, or names that connect to them appear repeatedly before and after you meet. You feel an unusual alignment of circumstances, as if everything is flowing toward this person without you forcing it. 3. The emotional shift. The presence of a soulmate brings a healing effect. You may notice old insecurities seem less important. You feel inspired to be the best version of yourself, without pressure or fear. Your heart feels both safe and challenged to grow. This doesn't mean the connection will be perfect or without effort, but it will feel divinely supported. 4. Listening for heaven's whisper. When your soulmate appears, Gabriel says you will receive subtle nudges in your heart. Speak to them. Don't let this moment pass. This connection matters. The key is to act on these nudges with courage. Heaven can open the door, but you must walk through it. 5. The danger of overthinking. One of the biggest obstacles people face when they meet a soulmate is fear-based hesitation. You may question if it's too soon, or if you're ready, or if you're imagining the connection. Gabriel says, do not let the enemy of your soul plant doubt in what heaven has prepared. We do not bring you into alignment only to leave you wondering. Instead, lean into prayer and discernment. If the peace remains, and the connection bears good fruit in your spirit, trust that heaven's hand is in it. 6. Nurturing the connection. Once you recognize your soulmate, the relationship must be treated with intention. Honor their journey. they are also coming from their own path of growth and healing. Communicate openly. Fear of vulnerability will block the deep bond your souls are ready for. Keep God and prayer at the center. Relationships guided by heaven must be sustained by heaven. Gabriel reminds you, what God joins, the enemy will attempt to divide. Protect your union through prayer and truth. 7. The blessing beyond romance. Your soulmate is not just a partner in love, they are a partner in purpose. When heaven aligns you, it's because your missions are connected. Together, you will carry a greater light into the world than you could alone. 8. Gratitude as the anchor. When this blessing arrives, live in gratitude. Gratitude keeps the relationship grounded in humility and joy. It reminds you both that your union is a gift from heaven, not something to be taken for granted. Gabriel's final word in this section. When the one arrives, honor them as you would a divine answer to prayer, because that is exactly what they are. Conclusion. Your divine intersection is near. Beloved soul, you have walked with me through signs, revelations, and the whispered guidance of Archangel Gabriel. You now know that your soulmate's arrival is not a random occurrence, it is a divine intersection, orchestrated by heaven itself. Perhaps you have waited for years, endured heartbreak, or questioned whether love in its truest form was ever meant for you. Gabriel's message today is a holy reassurance. You have not been overlooked. You have been prepared. Everything you have walked through, the tears, the lonely nights, the unanswered prayers, was not a punishment. It was a refining. You were being shaped, healed, and positioned to receive a love that mirrors God's heart. Your soulmate is not far away. They are moving toward you as you move toward them, guided by divine hands. The closer you come to alignment with your authentic self and your divine purpose, the closer you come to them. This is not just about romance. This is about two souls meeting at the exact moment heaven intended, to fulfill something far greater than either of you could accomplish alone. Gabriel's closing blessing. Beloved, trust the timing. Do not run ahead of heaven, and do not fall behind out of fear. When the moment comes, your heart will recognize them. And you will see that all the waiting was worth the gift you are about to receive. Call to action. Step into the flow of divine love. If you feel the truth of this message stirring in your heart right now, do not let it fade. This is your moment to align yourself with what heaven is already preparing for you. Here's what I invite you to do. 1. Pause and pray. Right after this video, spend a moment in stillness. Tell heaven you are ready to receive your soulmate in divine timing. 2. Affirm your readiness. Speak this aloud. I open my heart to the one heaven has chosen for me. I release all fear, doubt, and delay. I am ready to receive. 3. Stay spiritually aware. Over the coming days, watch for the small signs Gabriel may send, repeating numbers, aligned conversations, or inner nudges to connect with certain people or places. 4. Protect your energy. Not everyone will understand or support your journey. Guard your heart from voices of fear and negativity. If this message spoke to you, I encourage you to like this video, share it with someone who needs encouragement, and subscribe to this channel so you never miss another divine message. Your engagement helps these spiritual words reach more hearts that are searching for the very hope you have received today. Leave a comment below and type, "I am ready for divine love," as a prophetic declaration over your own life. Remember, your soulmate is closer than you think. Trust, stay open, and watch how heaven moves. Your story is still unfolding, and the best chapters are yet to come.